So remember that Zool was down here hiding from Prince Heinel's forces. So we're implying that Denge was down here hiding from everybody at the same time. Hey everybody, welcome back to the Stoneface Reactions. I'm Theta, and we are back with another episode of Voltace 5. Now, I do have a board, but I'm not going to show it to you. I'm not going to show it to you because there's literally nothing changed. I have made no changes to the board since last episode. You might be wondering, well, why'd you even bring it up? Because I bring it up every episode, and this time there was no change. Nothing happened. Nothing happened character-wise to add anything new to the episodes. I'm thinking that's going to be the problem if I do start reacting to earlier super robot genre stuff, is that most episodes seem to be like monster of the week kind of stuff. And if I'm not keeping track of the one and done monster of the week villains, then there's not going to be a lot of board changelog stuff. Granted, that's not actually a problem. I'm saying that's like a problem, but that means there's less stuff to keep track of. I just kind of feel like the board is a staple of the channel, or not a staple of the channel, maybe a staple of reaction stuff. And it feels just like I'm doing less if I'm not doing board work. But at the same time, just adding a picture of a monster that was introduced and killed every episode feels pointless. Like if I was doing a Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, sorry for you Super Sentai people, but American, and that's what I grew up with. If I was doing a Mighty Morphin Power Rangers thing, I would just have a swath of Monster of the Week creatures that never come back. And that would just be, dead, 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 dead. There'd be no point. So that's where my mindset is at right now when it comes to the Beast Fighters of Voltace 5. That said, though, I do come with notes. It's still beyond me why they keep pushing the Earth Defense Force as a noteworthy inclusion when things are happening. The emphasis they put on the failure of the modern military to protect the Earth in the first episode, and what that failure cost people across the globe, really should have been the nail in the narrative coffin. In that narrative coffin. After that, the expectation on our end, the viewers, is that every time the only thing standing between the Bosnians and us is the EDF, then we are dead. It makes us want to see the Voltace crew on site, as we know they are our only hope. But repeatedly, we get episode after episode where the air forces of all the world are coming to help, or the EDF will protect things while the Voltace 5 is out of action. No, none of that. You can't have episode 1 and do that. And since episode 1 came first, you can't have this. I do appreciate that Hiyoshi is the one spotting what's being done to the Voltace 5 unit, considering that he is the tech kid of the group. He built Taco, after all, the only artificially intelligent robot around outside of the Bosnian tech ones. Plus, he's repaired Voltace units before, so having him call out this stuff just makes sense. To be honest, I'm not all that impressed by the Mazinger armor penetration tests. Most of the things that they used to demonstrate how impervious the Mazinger armor is also was stuff that didn't work on basic Bosnian saucers. Just another note about voice actors. In the Philippine dub, General Bergen's voice actor is the same person voicing Daijiro. And I also stumbled upon this. I didn't make a note, but apparently in the Philippine dub, like every voice actor in the Philippine dub voices two different people of the Voltace 5 cast. Just in this case, I decided to mention General Bergen because he's the new character on the scene, and pointing out that he also voices Daijiro, as I just said. As much as I hate to harp on this again, Oka should be dead. I was surprised how many characters this show was willing to kill. The fact that they don't pull their punches was what originally impressed me about it. But here we have Dessler, who sinks 2 ships with a single hand each. Then he grabs a ship and breaks it in 2. All 3 ships gone in a couple of seconds. Then it grabs Oka's ship in both hands and just holds it for nearly 2 minutes, doing nothing with it. Jangle is giving orders, but he's given no special order to stop. He doesn't even mention recognizing Oka is on that ship and stops Dessler to capture him, as a hypothetical. Nothing. Dessler just freezes for nearly 2 minutes in order for Oka to survive. It cheapens everyone else's deaths to force someone to survive in such a way. So does Zool being out of the picture mean that they no longer have a worldwide spy net? It always seemed like Zool was spying in on events with an eye in the sky point of view. It would seem like the Red Eagle thing wouldn't be able to just fly off without being tracked if they still had that capability. Sorry, this is my final note, by the way. When they say that it's clearly Professor Go in the Eagle, as I said, the fact that was my theory now has me second-guessing myself. I feel like the show is only pushing it to subvert the characters, but everything still is lining up with it being Professor Go, so now I'm trying to think circles around it. Like, has there ever been a fake or a robot version of Professor Go that survived? That would explain why it'd be avoiding revealing itself to them while still wanting to help. At the same time, I don't think that's the case either, leaving why aren't we revealing themselves a mystery. I mean, I don't know if I said that in a way that's understandable. The why aren't they revealing themselves part is still a mystery, even when we've discovered if it is him. Like, if he doesn't give us a reason why he didn't just out himself immediately to all of his allies, family, friends, etc. Why? Anyway, those are all of my notes. So let's go ahead and hop on into the episode and see what we're going to get.
But before we get started,
make sure that you hit the like button,
hit that subscribe button,
comment down below to feed that algorithm.
On top of all that, if you want to watch more shows like this, unfiltered,
uncensored,
and uncut,
as well as some early access stuff,
you can check it out over on the Patreon.
It's just $5 a month, but hey, no pressure.
There's zero pressure in order to do that. It's just a little bit of extra support, and it would be greatly appreciated.
I will admit I don't specifically remember what was on the Next Time On last time. However, at the same time, the Next Time Ons that we get don't have any translation to them. So even if I did remember what was going on there, it would just be my implication of what's happening visually, and I don't particularly remember what that was. That said, how many episodes are in? We're in 27 episodes in, right? That's what we're watching right now. And there are 40 episodes. So we are 13 from finishing Voltes 5. I think I've thrown out there that my idea might be once we finish Voltes 5, turning Space Battleship Yamato into a ongoing thing in the live reactions instead of doing it off schedule like I was talking about before. Just my current idea. You have 13 episodes to tell me if that's a good or bad idea. Okay, 2 things. Yeah, I remember last episode we were actually chasing after it at the end of the episode. I don't know if that was implied again at the Next Time On. And 2 things, technically we have 12 episodes to tell me because I'm recording these 2 back to back. Is that true? What about that spin like a fucking top thing? Because it very much felt like you guys were going faster than that before.
土下していくぞー。なぜ行っちまうんだよー。きっとこれには訳があるのよ。何か深い事情が。
It's a friggin' mystery. I guess also a mystery would be how did he escape the water when it looked like he was, you know, gonna drown.
あの飛行物体さえ現れなければ、世はボルテスを倒せたの。何者が世に歯向かうのだ。こつらにくい飛行物体め。恐るべき世の敵。
How do you not suspect Professor Go? Unless you think Professor Go is dead. If that happened, your whole base is actually still here. Oh, you're imagining a what if. Wasn't Boaznon, was it?
何事じゃ。毒には毒をもって制するとのことわざがございます。メルガン将軍、そちの言いたいことは分かっておる。偽の高めかを制作し、ファルコンを攻撃す。とまあそんな考えであろうが、うつけ者。そのような作戦で騙される虫けらどもではないわ。
I mean, to be fair, I didn't tell you what my strategy was.
要はその鷹を見て思い出したぞ。そうだ。あの飛行メカの設計図は陛下の宮殿で見たのだ。何とおっしゃいました、ハイネル様。それは誠でございますか。すると、あの飛行メカはボア山星で。はっきりと世は思い出した。皇帝陛下の乗り物として設計されたのを世は子供の頃に見た。
Yeah, but we saw Professor Go come back, and he came back in a bunch of saucers, not the mechanical eagle.
直ちにボア山星に連絡を取り、あの飛行物体の設計図を伝送させろ。よいな。はい。裏切り者め、世は許さぬぞ。
So, is the implication that Professor Go just rebuilt the Emperor's mechanical eagle? Because it can't be the same one. Professor Go did not come back with a mechanical eagle. So, funny enough, all of Azul's secret bases... Is that Denga? Did Denga survive? How the fuck did General Denga survive? Didn't he get sucked out into space? In fact, didn't most of these people die? Okay, so you are here, but still hiding yourself from your own kids.
厳しい戦いであった。我々はザンバジルの野望を打ち砕くためにボア山星から決死の覚悟で脱出したが、地球到着寸前にハイネルの率いる攻撃メカで多くの仲間は倒され、私は敵に連れ去られた。あの時、将軍は私はあの時、宇宙空間を漂っていたのです。私は生き残った仲間と手を携え、ハイネルの攻撃を避けて。
Okay, as unlikely as that is, I at least appreciate you finally just told me. I mean, technically, even if you already crashed, you're on Earth now.
しっかりしろ。地球へ到着したんだぞ。確か博士は研究所の入り口のスイッチは若い女が子供を抱きしめている像だとおっしゃったが。あったぞ。
It's much less of a secret door if everything around it does not match with it. Like a statue in the middle of an ice cave with no other artificial thing. Just makes it so obvious.
その時決意した。我々生き残った者の責任として必ず和山星の解放をしなければならないと。諸君、我々はこの赤ん坊を和山星へ必ず一緒に連れて行こう。角があるだけで貴族と呼ばれ、角のない者は労働として扱われる差別ある社会を解放し、自由な社会を築くんだ。どうだね、この赤ん坊の泣き声は。まるでお父さん早く和山星を解放しろと要求してるように聞こえるだろう。やります、やりますとも。なあ坊主、父さんはやるぞ。
They didn't explain how he survived being knocked into the water, how he got away from everyone looking for him, how he got back here, why he didn't go back to his own family, how he built the mechanical eagle. What? Your weapons are useless against iron? I feel like you guys have gone faster than that. In fact, I know you have. The machine that Sakunji put the kid into went up to like 60. See, how are you this fucking smart? Can't figure out electromagnetism. Sorry, my throat is fucked up today. I apologize, everyone who's hearing me talk. Well, to be fair, you believe everything the Emperor says, and the Emperor is saying that your father's a traitor. Does it matter? You're gonna try and kill them both. Exactly what we thought. To be honest, the fact that both of them survived is extremely ridiculous. More so Dengue. I can't believe somebody fell off into the water. So remember that Zool was down here hiding from Prince Heinel's forces. So we're implying that Dengue was down here hiding from everybody at the same time. For what reason? You know who would be a great ally in liberating and fighting against the Bosnians? Your fucking sons. Well, then again, remember, Professor Go is the one who didn't build in any, like, ejection seats or retreat platforms or anything. into the Voltes 5 because he would rather his kids die than learn to run away. That is incredibly fast. I mean, to be fair, we don't know how fast the Bosnian tech travels, but I think your duty is probably to your children first. If you don't go back to your kids, how are you going to have the help of Voltes 5? Unless you're going to take it from them. I'm still incensed that they said the Bosnians can't handle iron alloy, or they can't defeat iron alloy. By the way, the Bosnian fleet that's just been fucking missing the whole show. Legit, attack the Voltes 5 with one beast fighter. The rest of the Bosnian fleet could take out the rest of the Earth. Cool. I mean, makes sense. Wouldn't activate until you give its horn, right? Was that New Zealand? New Zealand should be to the right and south, or sorry, the east and south of Australia. That looked like it was north. To do what? Die? The only use the EDF really has is the fact that it has forces spread out. They can find and identify things. That's it. What are you gonna drop her off? Sneak her into the general population, I guess? Oh, okay. Extremely dangerous episode to do this in, considering... Conceivably, you could have dropped him off before she gave birth.
レーダー電波防止バリアスイッチオン。ファイネル様、円盤が飛行物体を発見しました。
Okay, I was really worried they were going to push a it can only see in the directions its eyes are facing thing.
ついに見つけたか。エルガン、直ちに鎧重視を出撃させい。
That sounded like a Godzilla sound effect.
もうしばらくの辛抱だ。高めかだ。お父さん。
I guess it's got to be real weird for General Danga to hear all these random people crying out father at him.
しまった。なんとしても母親と子供はハル君へ下ろさなければ。こうした俺に早く着陸しなければ。
I mean, yeah, top speed of 30, Mach 30 rather.
しまった。イオン破壊光線だ。
Although I guess they knew that when they designed this thing. I mean, to be fair, it is made of iron. I guess it doesn't have a whole lot of aerodynamics to it. Whoa. Language, Hiyoshi. Yeah, it's like an abbreviated Godzilla. It doesn't continue the sound. It's like a third of the clip noise. What would the bear do? Oh, I don't know. It would hug, like a bear hug. I guess he did a Mike Hagger. To be fair, Hiyoshi is the least among them that would recognize what his father looks like.
お父さん。くそ。
Yeah, more surprising that Big Falcon did not put up its giant energy shield. I guess implying that everything now is going to be Mazinger armor. Because they're not even trying, like, to tap it to see. I guess implying they're really just fucking angry. We've never seen the multiple V-slash before. The V-slash was enough to kill it. Kids in movies and TV shows and everything are happy by the weirdest things.
お父さんじゃない。お父さんじゃなかと。お父さんは。父だとばかり思っていた健一たちはあまりのことにしばし口も聞けなかった。彼らは丹下将軍が父に関する情報をもたらすであろうことを。
Yeah, I was gonna say, dude could just tell them. Because I imagine, General Denga doesn't have any way to go back unless they just give him a ride. In which case, he's going to essentially tell them the location of their father. I have to also imagine, though, he's also going to say your father doesn't want to see you until we accomplish the task. Which, slap in the face to the Go Kids. But the Go Kids are familiar with getting slapped in the face. It's either that or he's going to say, I just need a ride, and he's just going to take a ride. In which case, I can't imagine they don't chase him. In fact, I don't imagine they don't chase him no matter what. There's, in fact, no way I see this working out. Yeah, I mean, I'm sorry, I'm a little paused there trying to think about how this plays out without it being a huge problem. And I imagine it's just going to be a fucking huge problem. Like, they've been tricked so many times, how do they not, scan the baby, the woman, General Denga, multiple times? Test them for mind control. All the things that they've done so far.
丹下将軍がもたらしたゴー博士の秘められた過去とは何か。健一たちと父を結ぶ血のつながりが意味するものは、今ここに謎のベールが徐々に解き放たれていく。次回ボルテス5、父ゴーケンタロウの秘密にご期待ください。
Okay, 2 really important things there. I can't tell if next episode is going to be a present day Bosnian revolt, or it's going to be a flashback to Prince Heinel's backstory. The other thing being, it very much looks like General Dengue. Sorry, I realize what I'm doing. I've said before, for some reason, I don't know why I keep pronouncing his name as General Dengue. It looks like Danger. Like, it's danger without the R, so Danger. And I've said that the whole episode. I've said Dengue for some reason. I know people either tuned out in anger a long time ago or have been correcting me the whole time. It looks like he's about to die. And I guess, to be fair, he did get into the crash, managed to save 2 people. I don't know. The way he paused, looked back, and smiled didn't seem like he was dying, but maybe he's on the bed because he's getting scanned, like I said. It would be incredibly stupid. It would be the height of stupidity if they didn't check him to see if he wasn't a robot or mind-controlled or whatever. Not because we, the viewers, don't know. We obviously know he's cool. But Big Falcon has been tricked. The Go brothers have been tricked so many times that it would be irresponsible if they don't check him. So maybe that is what they're doing. Yeah, beyond that, though, I am excited to see if next episode actually is a Prince Heinel backstory episode, and we get to see his past. Exactly what I've been asking to see this whole time. A lot less confusing than whatever happened here, where we tried to explain how these 2 dead people are alive, and how everything has happened so far. Yeah. I mean, that's generally it. I will obviously come back with notes, not next episode, episode after next, about all the insanity that this episode purports to be what has happened. So, we'll come back with that. Otherwise, I'm done thinking about it for right now. So, that has been this episode. Once again, I have been Theta. This has been Stoneface Reactions, and we will catch you next time. Bye-bye.
Hey everybody, thanks for watching another Stoneface Reactions. If you have an idea of another video we could go ahead and watch, go ahead and put it in the comments down below and we'll add it to the wheel. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and let us know what you thought about this video and what parts you liked. And until then, we'll see you next time. Is this too goofy?